Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Deepankar, and I represent Autodesk based at Bangalore, and I'm responsible for driving the education programs for Autodesk in India. Well, in the morning session, the eminent speakers have been talking about skills, how we can equip students with skills. So my presentation will cover on how we can empower the next generations, specifically the designers, engineers, and the digital artists. These are the three specific areas that Autodesk focuses on. But before I get into the specifics of my presentation, I would take a few minutes on what are the challenges which basically we can convert into opportunities, or what are the global trends affecting design today. There are 4 trends. The first trend, what happened? Sorry, I think. Sorry about it. I think I pressed the wrong button. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Sorry about it. So the 4 trends, the first trend is the digital life. Now the technology has changed so fast. Like when I did my engineering, there was hardly anything that I did digital. There was hardly any email. There was no YouTube videos. So the learning was not at all digital. But if you look at today's changing business environment, if you look at students, they actually rely a lot on the internet, a lot on the YouTube, a lot on the iPods, the cell phones. And even if you look at companies, they actually collaborate digitally today. So the entire world has changed today pretty much digitally. The next trend, some of the eminent speakers already spoke about it in the morning, is today we are in a global world. We are talking about a globalized environment. And what does it impact? It impacts the competition. There's a lot of global competition, and companies need to compete with the global world. So this is basically a challenge for the industry today. The third trend, this needs not much of explanation, the infrastructure management. If you look at the emerging economies today, especially India, China, Brazil, Russia, there is a huge amount of millions of dollars, trillions of dollars being spent on building the infrastructure, the roads, the bridges. If you come to cities across India today, there's so much of construction that is happening. The fourth trend, and which is also very, very significant, is the climate change. Today, due to we are all talking about global warming, we are talking about sustainability. So with the impact of climate change, what is happening is you need to make your designs more and more sustainable. So looking at the 4 global trends, digital life, infrastructure management, globalization, and climate change, these are challenges that cannot be addressed by a single generation, and it's a time of unprecedented changes. We need new ideas and new approaches. What I mean by new ideas and new approaches, we need new ideas, new approaches specifically in the education ecosystem of the country. So what does this industry trends impact? Industry trends are driving change. Due to the industry trends, the challenges which the industries are facing today, they need to look at things differently, they need to work differently. And this is really driving change. By change, what I mean is building information modeling, digital prototyping, sustainable design, and digital entertainment creation. These are only some of the changes that I am mentioning. There could be many other changes the industry is adopting to meet up with the challenges and basically converting them into opportunities. Now let's look at how Autodesk technology can help drive change. We work in various industries like the architecture, engineering, and the construction industry, where we talk about building information modeling solutions for the architecture, engineering, and construction market, which is very, very important, very critical in today's construction environment today, where we are talking about a single model which has all the information for the relevant stakeholders. Then if you look at the manufacturing industry, we are looking at things like building digital prototypes. They're very expensive to manufacture physical prototypes. That's why you have to rely on digital prototypes, where you can actually digitally model and simulate your designs and thereby eliminating the cost for physical prototype. You don't have to manufacture multiple physical prototypes. Instead, you build the final digital prototype and then make the physical prototype of the final digital prototype. We're talking about the media and entertainment industry, which is a large growing industry today, and a lot of opportunities, a lot of job opportunities in the market today for media and entertainment. Unfortunately, there is no formal education in media and entertainment in the Indian ecosystem. Very, very few formal education courses, like we don't find a BTech in animation or a BSc in animation. There are very few universities like JNTU and all who does offer courses on animation. So this is another area where Autodesk is helping driving change, the digital entertainment creation for media and entertainment. Coupled with the challenges, the education industry is also facing a lot of challenges. There is so much of competition among the education institutions, not only in India, but globally. Okay. So looking at all the industry challenges and the challenges the industry is facing today, how can Autodesk help in education? We would be able to help students connect with the 21st century skills, the skills which will enable them to have their relevant marketplace when they join the industry. We can foster innovative learning in the academic environment. We would like to bridge the gap between the academia and the industry, and we are willing to commit resources to help drive change in education. We don't sell into the education space, and I'm going to cover a little more about why we don't sell, because what we feel is that I think the education industry should be equipped with the digital tools that can help drive change in the industry. And we are here to work with the education industry to help drive the change that the industry is facing. So I'm going to cover a little bit about the programs that we have in the education sector. And I'm going to start off with how we partner with the academic community. We partner both with the academic leaders, where we help institutions and faculty to create more engaging and relevant education experience. And we also partner with the students, where we want to inspire students for a successful career in design, engineering, and digital arts. I'm going to highlight our partnership in the Indian education ecosystem, where we partner with the All India Council for Technical Education, which is a statutory body under the Ministry of HRD. And this MOU was signed on 15th of October in presence of the Honorable HRD Minister, Mr. Shri Kapil Sibal, and the AICTE Chairman, Dr. Mantha, who is going to be in this gathering in the afternoon, I believe. So I'm going to highlight a little more on what this MOU is covering. Before that, a few quotes from the AICTE Chairman based on our MOU with AICTE. What he says is, by partnering with Autodesk to provide free software downloads via the AICTE e-governance portal, our goal is to raise the level of technical learning and education in the country. Post-secondary institutions, students and faculty across the entire nation in both urban and rural areas will be able to quickly and easily access world-class software. This will take technical learning to the next higher level. And what the minister is talking about is this will be very beneficial to the faculty rather than the students. Teachers are the most important target audience, and because they are the ones who are going to impart the teaching for the students, the next generation students. So I'm going to cover a little bit about the objectives of the MOU with the AICTE. The